everyone, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of Analyst IAS. Our today's topic for focus of the day discussion is the new exoplanet which is discovered by the James Webb telescope. I have already given you a video about the James Webb telescope in the detail. You can go through the video section to further know about it as it is important. And a question in mains 2022 also came from this. So now we'll start with the topic that why in news, what is LHS 475b, which is the exoplanet which has been named and discovered by the James Webb. Then we will see what are exoplanets, what are the different types of exoplanets, what is a red dwarf star, then what is James Webb telescope. After that, we will come to our prelims practice question and the mains practice question of the today's session. So we'll start with the topic why in news. Recently, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which is NASA, announced that the James Webb telescope has discovered its first new exoplanet. Researchers have labeled the planet as LHS 475b. Now, what is LHS 475b? It is roughly the same size as the Earth. Its diameter is 99% the same size of the Earth. It is terrestrial, rocky planet about 41 light years away from the Earth in the constellation of Octans. Remember the name and the name of the constellation. It can be important for prelims. It differs from Earth in that it completes an orbit in just 2 days and is hundreds of degrees hotter than the Earth. It is also closer to its star than any planet in our solar system is to the Sun, although its star is less than half of the temperature of the Sun. Now, what are exoplanets? These are planets that orbit other stars and are beyond our solar system. Exoplanets come in a host of different sizes. They can be gas giants bigger than the Jupiter or as small and rocky as the Earth. They are also known to have different kinds of temperatures, varying from boiling temperatures to the cold temperatures as well. Now, scientists rely on indirect methods to discover exoplanets such as the transit method. What is the transit method? Is measuring the dimming of a star that happens to have a planet pass in front of it. Now, these are some types of the exoplanets. So, there are terrestrial, which are Earth-sized or smaller, mostly made of rock and metals. Some could possess oceans or atmospheres and perhaps other signs of life as well. Then there are Neptune-like, similar in size to our own Neptune and Uranus, with hydrogen and helium dominated atmosphere with them. Then there are mini Neptunes which are not found in our solar system and are smaller than the Neptune but larger than the Earth. Then we have the super Earth, typically terrestrial or rocky and more massive than the Earth but lighter than the Neptune. They might or might not have the atmosphere. Now there are gas giants. They are the size of the Saturn and the Jupiter or much larger. They include hot Jupiters scoring planets in close orbits around their stars. Now, what is a red dwarf star? The latest discovered exoplanet basically rotates around this red dwarf star. Now, we will see the red dwarf star. They are stars which are small, low mass, dim and cool stars. They are the most common and smallest in the universe. Most common and the smallest as well. As they don't radiate much energy, it's very tough to detect them with the naked eye from the Earth. However, as red dwarfs are dimmer than other stars, it is easier to find exoplanets that surround them. Therefore, red dwarfs are a popular target for planet hunting. Now, the habitable zone of red dwarf stars is closer to the star than stars like our Sun, making it easier to observe potentially habitable planets. Now there are different kinds of stars. There is red supergiant, then we have the blue giant star, then here is the red dwarf star, you can see here. Then we have the brown dwarf star, yellow dwarf star, red giant star and the white dwarf star. Now we will see what is James Webb telescope. I have already given you a video on the James Webb telescope. Now we'll start with the topic. The telescope has been in works for a year. NASA led its development with the European Space Agency and Canadian Space Agency. It was launched aboard a rocket on December 25 of 2021 and is currently at a point in space known as the Sun-Earth L2 Lagrange point, approximately 1.5 million kilometers beyond the Earth's orbit around the Sun. Lagrange point 2 is one of the 5 points in the orbital plane of the Earth-Sun system. Moreover, the James Webb Telescope uses infrared light to detect different objects. Now we'll start. What are the objectives of the James Webb? To look around back about 13.5 billion years ago to see the first stars and galaxies forming out of the darkness of the early universe, to compare faintest earliest galaxies to today's grand spirals and understand how galaxies assemble over billions of years. Then one of the objectives is to see where stars and planetary systems are being born, to observe the atmospheres of extrasolar planets which are beyond our solar system, and perhaps find the building blocks of life elsewhere in the universe if possible. The telescope will also study objects within our own solar system as well. We'll come to our today's prelims practice question. The term Goldilocks zone is often seen in the news in the context of 2015. The limits of habitable zone above the surface of the earth. B. Regions inside the earth where shale gas is available. C. Search for earth-like planets in our solar system. D. Search for meteorites containing precious metals. Now we will come to our mains practice question as well. What is James Webb Telescope? What are its objectives and how can it help in revolutionizing the space exploration? You can pause the video here as I am going to give you the answer. So the answer to this question is C, which is the search for Earth-like planets in our solar system. This was all about today's topic. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a nice day.